10 tips for online teachers on Preply. Preply is an online platform where tutors are paired with students to give them private language lessons. They offer an impressive 24 languages over their website that are taught by fluent speakers who are qualified to teach. This meant that language tutors are no longer limited to the traditional route of teaching, now able to offer their services to the entire world. Although Preply has given private tutors the opportunity to find work, as with most online services, there's always a lot of competition to contend with. This is Scott Leffler from Internet Made Simple. In today's video, we're going to share with you 10 tips to help you be a successful online teacher on Preply, even if you're just starting out. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way you'll never miss one of our future videos. Number 10. Take advantage of the demand. There are more than 1.75 billion English speakers in the entire world, making it one of the most useful languages to learn. In fact, it's the official language of international business. Travelers and tourists from every country use English to communicate, even in places where it's not the native language. This has resulted in the majority of people who use English being non-native speakers, meaning that they were taught it as a foreign language by a tutor just like you. With such a pressure to learn English, the demand for tutors has only ever grown larger. Using Preply, tutors who are fluent in English can take advantage of the large number of people looking for an expert to teach them. Even if you teach other languages besides English, offering it as one of your services will increase your chances of getting hired. Number 9. Make sure you have the right equipment and technology. A good headset is an important investment when starting out on Preply. Being able to be heard clearly is a key part of teaching a language online and could greatly affect your teaching. A quality headset with a built-in microphone will reduce background noise, which will help to give your voice even more clarity. Before starting your lessons, it's crucial that you're confident with the video conferencing program you'll be using, giving yourself plenty of time to get comfortable with the virtual chat platform so there are no unforeseen issues in the middle of a lesson. If you have no experience whatsoever, there are plenty of tutorials online to help you master it. Number 8. Adjust your teaching style to online teaching. There's no denying that video conferencing platforms like Zoom and Skype are incredibly useful tools in the world of teaching. With that being said, they're still not a straightforward replacement for standing in front of a class and teaching students. Being present on screen is very different from being physically in a room, which means that you need to adjust your teaching style to cater to the different challenges that arise in a classroom, whether it's a digital one or not. Exaggerate your body language a little more than usual when you're teaching online to come across more interesting, and make sure you're speaking enthusiastically throughout the session. It might feel over the top, but it will be easier for your students to understand and stay focused, especially when you're communicating with them in a second language. Number 7. Set up your online teaching environment. While working on Preply, you have the freedom of teaching anywhere in the world. With a reliable internet connection, you can work from home or from any country on the planet, even teaching while you travel. Even though you're free to work from anywhere, however, you'll need to deliver a fantastic experience to your students during every online class. This means that you'll have to make sure your environment is perfect for teaching. First of all, you'll want to make sure you have a reliable, fast internet connection. If you're in a new location, make a few test calls to your friends and family to make sure the video and audio quality is nice and clear. After that, you should find a quiet place to teach. Make sure there isn't any extra noise or activity around that might distract you or your students. This means that a crowded coffee shop wouldn't be a good idea. If you're teaching from home, make sure that your pets are in a different room to where your lessons are being held. Number 6. Make the most of free apps. Duolingo, Memrise, HelloTalk, and other language learning programs can be seen as an alternative to what you plan to do on Preply, but they are in fact incredible tools that can complement your teaching. If you're teaching a language to older students, they'll already have smartphones. That means that they can use them to access apps which provide a flexible and interactive way of staying sharp until you have your next lesson with them. These kind of apps offer videos and tests which will make any homework you give them more interesting and fun. This will keep them enthusiastic about learning and, more importantly, will ensure they return for their next session with you. Number 5. Use technology to your advantage. As you're teaching in a modern way, why not use it as an opportunity for you and your students to get creative? Create voice recordings and videos for speaking and listening exercises that you can send them to study in their free time. You can also use apps like Kahoot to set up quizzes, which will add plenty of exciting elements to the tests you give them. Instead of setting your students traditional homework, you can encourage them to make fun presentations or videos of themselves. With the popularity of video sharing websites such as YouTube and TikTok, your younger students will appreciate and relate to the content you're asking them to produce, keeping their enthusiasm and morale high. Number 4. Tailor your lesson plans to remote teaching. In a classroom made of bricks and mortar, it's normal to set students reading activities or give them a few minutes to write a short text. But quiet time doesn't translate well to online teaching. In fact, it often just leads to distraction. A good technique to use is to prepare a grammar point beforehand and let the students research it before your Preply class starts. That way, you can use the classroom time to discuss, elaborate, and build upon the activity you gave them. Number 3. Add in cultural elements. When you add cultural knowledge about a language you're teaching, it gives your student more context about the language they're learning. It shows them the advantages of learning that particular language and will also make them excited about visiting countries and experiencing the culture for themselves. This can be done by using Google Earth to explore towns and cities or looking at photography of national landmarks or heritage sites. Another great idea is to have them watch documentaries, films, and television shows on Netflix in the language you're teaching. Number 2. Keep the focus on engaging your learners. When you're improving your online teaching skills, it's important to remember that your focus should always be on what will engage your students. Reach out to other tutors on Preply so you can share ideas and experiences. This will not only help you build a network of colleagues on the platform, but may also give you new ideas to implement into your teaching methods. Most importantly, listen to the feedback of your students and understand what engages them the most. Offering online feedback forms can help with gathering this information, even if they're written in the native language of your student. Number 1. Make your profile look amazing. Of course, the tutor is the most important part of any student's learning experience. Luckily, Preply makes it easy to stand out to get noticed by potential students, allowing you to make a profile page that will make you truly shine. You'll be able to share what makes your lessons unique, effective, and fun, as well as upload a friendly video introducing yourself and telling people why they should trust you to teach them. Also, the video will give your students an idea of your accent and personality before committing to you. When it comes to the text of your profile, write a short explanation about why you're passionate about teaching. Also, add a section about your interests, as students like reading about their tutors and finding common subjects to discuss with you. Finally, after you set up your profile, choose your hourly rate and set up your schedule. Preply does allow you to choose your own rate, but it's worth remembering that keeping your prices competitive will ensure you gain more students. And that concludes our 10 tips for online teachers on Preply. Whether you've tutored language before or embarked on a new career path, Preply is a fantastic platform that offers you the flexibility and freedom that rarely comes with other jobs. If you found this video helpful and would like to watch more like it, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.